Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. Tony Okocha, the APC chairman in Rivers State, has continued to grant interview over the indebtedness of Fubara to Wike. And there had been a prolonged crisis in Rivers State because of the brouhaha between these two. And this time around, you're going to hear exactly his position as it has to do with Fubara being an investment of Wike and why he is indebted to Wike. We're going to give you full details of this. My colleague is in the house. We'll be talking about, we will be discussing in sync with the position of the Rivers State chairman of the All Progressive Congress. Now, according to the news, the APC chairman in Rivers State, Tony Okocha, has continued to give his stand in respect to what is transpiring in Rivers State between Nyesom Wike and Governor Similare Fubara. And according to him, he says that Nyesom Wike's demands from Governor Similare Fubara were right. Okocha said the Rivers State governor owes Minister of Federal Capital Territory Wike every respect and loyalty. We reported that a former commissioner for information under Wike, Austin Tam George, accused the former governor of planning to privatize the state. In an interview, Okocha argued that Wike's demands from Fubara were in line with the investment he made on Fubara. He stated that Fubara was a civil servant, but Wike decided to give him political relevance. He pointed out that the FCT minister paid all the political expenses for Fubara during the 2023 general election. Let me quote his word exactly. He says this, that the current governor has no political pedigree at the initials. They can tell you that all his life, or he said, I can tell you that all his life he had been a civil servant, and also reminding Nigerians that the only reason the APC went to court against him was not because he did not win the legitimate vote, but because he did not properly resign. He was resigning from the civil service. And so for him to have resigned from the civil service, match up on 14 other candidates, aspirant of the PDP, whom forms were bought for, and then to become the candidate of the party, and that all that happened, campaigns, electioneering, maneuvering, and all of those were made possible by the then governor of Rivers State, now the FCT minister. And so it is an investment. It is a political investment of Wike. And so if you have made an investment, this is elementary now. If you have made an investment, do you not care? Is it an absurd that you care about what your investment is bringing on? So that is the issue. For now, for one hand, the governor of Rivers State is Wike's political investment. He would always say, my oga. That goes to show you that he has no business in government other than that someone brought him up and made the governor of the Rivers State. That is point one. He went further to accuse Governor Fubara of disobeying law and court ruling. In his word, he says, the other point is the fact that the governor is refusing to obey laws. He is adamant of law. He is adamant of judicial pronouncement. Political investment, and that he is not respecting the law. Now, the big question is this why there is continued political crisis in Rivers State? My colleague is in the house. And what's your position in respect to what Tony Okocha is saying? Do you think that this is true and Wike, he's expected to give all to Wike, or do you think that was just an help or extended to Fubara?
Well, in a layman's language, Tony Okocha have said it all. Every investor is entitled to his profit. But then again, are we looking at politics where the people should have the say on who governs them and how they are being governed. Are they now saying that the people's mandate or the people's view or the people's collective will is nothing? Only your investors' view or only your august investors' profit is what matters. Because let's tell ourselves the truth, what Tony Okocha has said in a Senate claim should actually land him in jail. You are saying that the Oga at the top or the FCT minister single-handedly brought in someone against the people's will. That is not democracy. And you're openly confessing that a manipulation was done because Fubara does not have, according to him, literally explaining or understanding what he said in open language. That Fubara does not have the pedigree to have won any election at that level, being that he was a civil servant. He couldn't have had such powerful, followership or structure to have delivered him to become a governor, judging the fact that he didn't have any followership politically. And yet he won. And he's openly saying that it was done by one single man, the FCT minister. And for that reason, I invested in you. You must pay me back my money. So in a Senate claim, you acted like INEC, which is not your role to do. By right, both you, that the confessor, and the person who is claiming that his investment should go to jail. But this is Nigeria. And for that reason, such things are permissive. Like Shehu Sani will say, that in Rivers politics has defied all known and unknown law, where things that are lawful and things that are unlawful now override each other. No one knows which they have interwoven and intermixed, that everything is now permissive. But then again, now that he has said what he has said, does it not give him the right? Because right now, Fubara is the man at stake. Give me my investment. You are my investment, Fubara. And by virtue of you being my investment, whatever I tell you, you must do, give to me. And people are saying, no, Fubara, we, by Nigerian constitution, whether by hook or crook, brought you in one way or the other. You must protect our collective investment. Now, in all of this, Fubara have taken a stand. One bad thing about investment is that sometimes, if you do not read the investment well, you can lose it all. I think the investor right now should read in between the lines. At this rate, he has lost it all. It was a bad investment. He should move on. Now, since we're looking at politics right now, they should wait until 2027. But to tell you in all honesty, that is bad politics.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, bad politics is politics.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, politics is winner was it all is fair in Nigerian politics. So whatever you bring on in as much as you get it right, in as much as you get in, not even get it right, but get in. But Fubara have made the choice, and the people are standing with him. Whether he is Wike's investment or not, now that is in the past. Notice very well, maybe Tony Okocha has forgotten or is not noticing. He's no longer calling him Maoga at the top. The last birthday, he didn't even wish him Maoga happy birthday. That was the last time he wished him happy birthday was 2023. 2024, he pretended as if there was no birthday, and he's going to move on in that direction. I think jungle have matured. Everybody now is finding their course. I think at this rate, Wike should just count his losses and move on.
Wow, the last word, that Wike should count his losses. But, one of the most interesting part of this whole thing is that what goes around comes around. And unfortunately, what we are seeing here is kind of one being repaid for some of the things he had done in the past. And unfortunately, that had been a trend in Rivers State politics. Betrayals, we see a lot of people investing and walking away without getting any iota of, return on their investment. But just like my colleague as well, he pointed out some of those things that he had clearly stated, maneuvering and, so on and so forth, is absolutely out of place. However, let's leave it there.